My name is George, and I've been asked to do this zip hearing review on my hearing aids that I purchased through them just recently in January. Uh, I worked as a carpenter and on farms, so I was around a lot of noise and developed a hearing loss over the years. Plus, with age, I've just lost some of my hearing. And in 2018, I got my first hearing aids, Starkey Livios. And while I got along with them pretty decently, they were kind of a lower end hearing aid and had some problems with them, but overall they did improve my hearing. And then I had an opportunity to step up a couple years later, I believe, and I got the Phonak Audéo Paradise 70s, and I got along especially well with them, but started having some battery problems as far as staying charged and just a few other things. They were about 5 years old and just starting to get some age on them, and so I was looking at getting new ones as a retired employee of the state of Illinois. I've had some good insurance, but nevertheless, it was going to cost me quite a bit of money to get them here locally. And so I got digging online, and I'm a student and I do some smart shopping. And so I did a lot of intensive looking into hearing aids. I looked into the Starkey AI 24s. Since I had good luck with the Phonax, I looked at them once again, and everything just kept pointing back to the Audéo Infinio 90 Sphere. And I'm just going to show you what they look like. They're considerably larger than my older hearing aids, and thought I might have some issues with that, but I'm a bigger guy, and they seem to work well. And I've got the charger that also has a self-contained battery, which is very handy for taking on a trip. If I'm just gone a day or two, it'll get me recharged a couple different times. And anyway, the reason I chose that hearing aid is that as I said, I did a lot of looking into it, and compared this and that and the other, and everything just kept pointing back to the Phonak. Bluetooth connectivity was important to me as I listen to music and other things on my hearing aids. I'll listen to the news in the morning while my wife's still sleeping. And I had some issues with Starkeys originally as far as connecting and disconnecting, and it seemed like the Phonax maybe were a little bit better in that department. So I went with the Phonax, and they've really been good. I had some troubles at church, and we have a Bible study in kind of a cavernous room, and would have difficulty even with my hearing aids hearing things. And with the sphere mode, it seems to block out the background noises, and I'm able to hear quite well in settings like that. I meet every Tuesday with some men for breakfast, and some of the men across the room, I couldn't hear what they were saying, and these have definitely made a difference, and I just hear better overall. And the only thing that I could say that I don't like about them is they are a little bit big, but it's worked fine for me, really it has. My biggest qualm as I studied these, everything pointed that these batteries would just not last a day. And I'm an early riser. I get up about 5, and I'll wear these till 10 o'clock at night, and my old ones were starting to fade, and I'd have to throw them in for another charge. These have just been surprisingly just perfect. I mean, I wear them for all day long. I'll put them in the charger at night. They'll be at 39, sometimes 49%. So battery life's not been an issue. I'm retired, so I'm not in a noisy office environment or anything like that. Anyway, Zip Hearing was just incredible to work with. Their communication was wonderful. I would call, and if they didn't answer my call, I'd get called back within minutes. Emails were responded to promptly, and the price was incredible. Even with my health insurance, which in Illinois pays up to $5,000 every 2 years for hearing aids, I was still going to have to pay $2,200. Granted, it was a little bit inconvenient because I have to travel 90 miles to the Zip Hearing provider in Peoria, Illinois, but for $2,200 in savings, I can easily do that if I have to. It's not a big deal. And anyway, I'm just totally satisfied with these, and I would recommend Zip Hearing to anyone, and the Phonak Infinio Sphere 90s. I'm sure some of the other models are just as good, but Phonak's tech support is excellent. When I called them, when I first got these, I had an issue with some beeping noises, like a staircase, like a scale noise, and I got on the phone with Phonak, and they showed me how to hard reboot them, and I've not had a lick of problems. I've had these now for over 3 months, and they've been incredibly wonderful. Thanks for listening. Take care.